Hey cozy hobby friends, my name is Stevie Marie and welcome back to my cozy little corner of the internet. Spring has finally sprung, so today we're going to be talking about how you can romanticize your spring with some cozy hobbies. Who wouldn't want to go for a nice spring walk, kind of defrost from the cold winter that we had? So as you're going on your spring to frost walk, you might notice little flowers blooming and other little forageables, and my suggestion for you is to forage for little spring flowers and press them. Pressing flowers is a really fun activity. You can get so many different colored flowers, so many different types. You can use them in so many different projects, and it's really simple to do. There are tons of tutorials on YouTube, of course, and I think a lot of people start by microwaving their flower. I did it where I pressed it between two books with parchment paper, but I would look up your best method to do this and go from there. What the heck are we gonna do with all these little flowers when we've pressed them and they're dry and they're ready to go? Well, I have a little list for you guys. We have bookmarks that you can make. We have craft stores sell little frames. They're glass frames that you can put your pressed flowers or pictures in between and then hang it on the wall. So you have a cute little wall decor of the flowers that you pressed. Another cute craft or activity that you can do is gluing them onto candlesticks. And I would suggest not to burn these candles. They're just for decoration purposes. But what a cute idea of having little like taper candles on your dinner table or your coffee table with the flowers on it that you pressed from a walk you went on at the start of spring. That just sounds so fun and cozy. Next, we have gardening. We're kind of sticking with an outdoor theme right now. And if you're like me, you don't really garden that often. It's not really a big hobby for you. But if you have indoor plants, you can be propagating them and you can like give them to friends or something, or you can have an indoor herb garden. However, I also don't do either of those things. So for me, if you're similar to I am, I like to have a vegetable garden in the summer. And my vegetable garden is not anything special. It's like 5 giant black buckets. I don't know how big these are, but like they're huge. And I think I can plant like 2 tomato plants in each of them or 2 cucumber plants. I've only ever done cucumbers and tomatoes, but my suggestion for you is to figure out what you want to plant for the upcoming season, because it kind of comes up upon us really fast. So I suggest you decide what you want to plant, look up maybe the companion plants to those or companion fruit and vegetables that help the original plant to grow. And my last thing to do is, because I don't really have a true garden in my backyard, it's just like buckets, I want to make a little Pinterest mood board of all of the images of what my ultimate dream garden would look like. And mine kind of looks like one of those caged in mini gardens that are like this own little world that you can go into, if that makes sense. And it's just so special feeling, and it really brings that sense of grounding if you have like this own separate little space. So that's what I'm going to be doing for this, and feel free to also do the same, because us hobby girls think alike and we probably like the same thing. Sticking with our outdoor theme, we have plein air painting. Specifically with watercolors or actually oil pastels. How dreamy would it be to go on a little picnic with your friend, yourself, your partner, and just set up and paint the beautiful scenery around you like that? It just sounds like a nice Saturday afternoon thing. You have like little snacks and you have other little projects to work on, but just painting or drawing outside is just so relaxing and fun to do. And for some reason, when I thought of this idea, the only thing I could think of was this painting, A Sunday Afternoon on the Island of Le Grand Jatte by George Seurat. I think he's French, so that's why I'm saying his name with an accent. But if I truly wanted to say it with an accent, it would be Georges Seurat or George Seurat. I like the French one a little better. It sounds a little nicer. But honestly, that picture is just quintessential, like literally Sunday afternoon in a park, just chilling, but painting or drawing. So fun, just chef's kiss, love it. For the painting slash oil pastel drawing itself, I personally would probably gravitate towards the impressionist paintings of Monet with his gardens, the lily gardens. I think it was lily gardens, I don't know. But his gardens in Giverny, I think, I can't remember, but Anyway, Monet's gardens, his paintings, absolutely gorgeous, and they just remind me of oil pastels. They remind me fully of painting with oil pastels for some reason. I don't know why, but I think I would try to replicate his style or that style in general if I were to go out with oil pastels to paint plein air. This honestly makes me want to go out and buy some oil pastels because I have not painted or like drawn with oil pastels since I was a kid, and that was kind of a long time ago. Something I suggest if you want to try this is to get a travel watercolor kit because the big ones can just kind of get in the way and be a pain. But if you do this, I also suggest to look at the colors beforehand because I made the mistake of buying like this really warm tone, even the cool tones were very warm tone watercolor palette, and I just don't use it. It's really cute and tiny, but I honestly don't like it at all. And for the oil pastels, I would, like, if you have a big case of them, I would pick out like 5 or 6 of them total, like no more than that, because it'll just be a hassle kind of carrying them around, and I think it'll be a little more fun to challenge yourself with minimal colors. So where should you plein air paint? I've already mentioned parks. Another place would be a beach or a lake if you live near one. A cafe is always a good idea. A botanical garden, a beautiful monument that you have in town, or a really old historical home that you can not weirdly sit outside of, or if they have a public garden, that's also a really good idea. You can sit and draw or paint the scenery around. And you know what? If you don't have any of those, you can literally do it in your backyard. You really don't need to go anywhere to do this. It's just a fun idea to go to a park if you're able to do that. I feel like spring and summer are the best times to be sewing literally anything in general for right now, like whether it's clothes or accessories. So to romanticize your spring sewing, I suggest gravitating towards light and airy fabrics that you can make flowy skirts, flowy dresses, cute blouses from. And then for home decor, really cute cotton prints if you're going to make some bunting, curtains, I've seen a lot of that lately, as well as little pillowcases with scallop trim that is so cute. And since we've talked about going on a picnic in the park, another fun idea would be a quilt that you bring, and that's your quilt that you're going to go plein air paint on, or you're just going to bring to the park with you that you can sit on and relax. It'd be so fun if you made your own blanket instead of like having to go out and buy one at the store. It's just fun to make your own things. For some of my spring plans this year, I always like to make an outfit for whatever holiday is coming up, and for spring, for me, it's Easter. So when I found that butter yellow fabric from my Joann's haul a few videos ago, which I will link here for you guys, I just knew. I like immediately knew what I was going to make. It's a gathered skirt, which I'm using Jess Dang's video, her latest video for. So that's gonna be my skirt. And then for the top, I didn't even plan this, but I want to remake like this wrap top that I'm wearing. And it's knit. It's not like the same exact fabric, but I bought a knit anyway in a new haul that I kind of went to Joann's and bought more stuff. So that's gonna be my outfit. That's what I'm planning to make. And then I have some other things too, but I'll make videos for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. But yeah, if you're like stuck on ideas, if you have a holiday coming up that you celebrate, definitely get some inspo and think about what you would want to wear for it, and then you can make an outfit. When I think of spring, I don't necessarily ever think of knitting. It's honestly my time to shift from knitting to crocheting. But this spring and summer, I have made it a mission for myself to actually make some warmer weather garments from knitting. So I kind of got inspo for this romanticizing topic for you guys because I found how beautiful knitted lace garments are, like a little knit lace top. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So for this romanticizing your knitting for this spring, think light, airy, maybe even mohair, because that is super light and airy. I'm thinking of knit lace blouses, some mesh bags, hair bows out of mohair would be really, really cute, as well as little neck scarves. One of the patterns that I highly suggest, I have not knitted it yet, and I also haven't purchased it yet, but I keep seeing it. It's the star-crossed knit top, this little lace top. It is so sweet and cute, perfect for spring. Something I would recommend doing also, because I never do this, and then I spend about an hour in the yarn aisle kind of looking around and trying to figure out what yarn color I should get, is to look on Pinterest. I keep saying Pinterest. Pinterest does not sponsor me, but Pinterest everything, honestly. Make a color palette on Pinterest. Look up spring color palettes. If you've done a color analysis and you know what colors like look really, really good on you, do that. Or if you just have a favorite color, look at different shades, look at colors that go with that one color, or like there's like complementary and like secondary and whatever colors. Look at those too and find out like if you have too much of one color in your wardrobe and you want to add something that complements. Like do some research, I think, before picking out what color you want to get, because it'll save you a lot of time at the store, and it might just work better for your wardrobe in the long run when you pick a color that matches what you already wear in general. Reading is such a relaxing hobby no matter the season, but this season I invite you to take your reading outside instead. Now, if you're like me and you have really horrible allergies, take this with like a grain of salt. I take Flonase, so it really, really helps, but if you can't go outside, I totally understand. But if you do want to go outside, again, you can take this on your little picnic with your friends or yourself to do your plein air painting on the quilt that you made. Can you just see how all of this is coming together? Like, it's just so cute. That is one idea. Or you can set up, if you have like a deck or a little outdoor area, you can set it up as a cozy outdoor version of your indoor cozy setup. So you only need a few things, honestly. I personally have a bistro table and chair set. Really, a table and chair, you don't even need a table. I just like it to put my drink on, put my book on, my phone. Yeah, it can just be this cute little cozy escape, or literally just going anywhere outside to read. I would maybe bring your book with you if you read from a physical book, or if you read from a Kindle, just bring it with you everywhere. Like, you can make any part of your day an outdoor reading activity. So to go along with this, I have some kind of like spring reading vibes. It's kind of like country, English country / 1800s something. I don't know what to call it, but just think of, I don't know if anyone else watches Masterpiece PBS historical fiction shows like I do. There's so many on there. I am obsessed with historical fiction shows. Think Bridgerton, but a little more accurate. So whenever I think of this, I think of the show Sanditon, which is an unfinished novel by Jane Austen. So I guess English country / 1800s Jane Austen novels is like my theme for this. So any Jane Austen novel, of course, Anne of Green Gables, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. The name just fits like the vibe that I'm kind of going for. Jane Austen books are very kind of dense sometimes, but a really funny one is Emma. Also, Pride and Prejudice is, I think, a little more understandable. I don't know the word, but if you don't read a lot of her works or books from that time, they can kind of get a little confusing and they don't really make sense when you're reading it. So I would maybe look up what her easiest book to understand is first and go from there. Last but not least, this is an activity you have to do inside, but you can consume outside. I don't really know. That wasn't very good. But we're talking about baking, not just any bake. Afternoon tea style bake. So what the heck does that mean? That is something that I made up. But think scones, fruit, tarts, little loaves. What else do they have? Macarons, little pastel macarons. It's like cute little finger spring treats. And you can bring these on your picnic. I don't know, I'm just making everyone go on a picnic. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong. Yeah, think like spring, fruity, fresh, just all of it. I want so bad a lemon loaf, so bad. I keep thinking about it. Okay, so I'm thinking fruit galette or little tarts, lemon loaf, lemon bars, pastel macarons, scones. Those are really good. I made those for the first time the other day. And something else that I was kind of thinking of, it's springy, but like, again, I kind of brought up a holiday earlier, is baking for whatever holiday is coming up in that season for you. So I celebrate Easter, so something I always love to make is rice pudding, because it is just, again, chef's kiss, amazing. If you like cinnamon, try it. Try to make it. It's so easy to make, but oh, it's so good. And the other thing is a carrot cake, which I've made once before, and I'm pretty sure my dad ate like the entire thing because we didn't get to eat it the day that I brought it. It was apparently really good, so that's good to know. And I've been seeing a lot of inspiration for these like rustic decorated carrot cakes, or little carrot cakes covered in the cream cheese frosting with little carrots on it, and it's just really, really cute. And I really, really want carrot cake now, and I'm just hungry in general, I think. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these kind of go together, and they can all culminate into a little spring outdoor picnic event with your friends. So if you enjoyed any of the topics that I gave you guys today to help romanticize this spring season for you, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're new so that you don't miss any of my updates or any of my new videos. I would so greatly appreciate it because it helps my channel so much. And if you want to follow me on other socials, you can find those down below as well. Thank you guys so much once again for watching, and have a beautiful, happy spring. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!